what's going to happen. That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Player 1 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Not shy with the grab. All right, what's coming up next? With the life gap, gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Holds out with a block. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Ooh, there's a side switch. This can lead to some big damage. In there! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 1 really needs a plan to counter that pressure play. Oh, here we go. Turns out. 3 balls. Dangerous. This can lead to some big damage. Crowns him from above. Medium kick. Solid anti-air. Drops them from the... What a finish! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Clutch, anti-air. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player 1 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Sees it coming and blocks it out. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Taking stock. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Brushes off the impact. That drive impact doesn't get through. Gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Oh, says no to the impact. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Right overhead. Hold your breath. Burnout activates. Stone cold embrace. In there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Deftly shuts out the jumper. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Low kicks are a no-go. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Oh, burnout on both sides? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Drive gauge finally recovers. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player one can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Which one of these fighters has what it takes to close out this round? They take some time to back off and regroup. Who's going to strike first? Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Player two will have to fight back here without any drop. Sneaks in the throw. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Pounces on their prey with the wild hunt. Revolt ices them. Player two has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Looking for a chance. Grabs and throws them away. Going in. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. They just won't stop switching sides. Jumps in. Barely blocks them in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Sees the overhead coming. Burnout activates. Player drives and back faces. Throws them. Player two meets them air to air. Good judgment there. With super art, drops that off. Looking links it. Super! That's what we want to see. Looking for a hold. This can lead to some big damage. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Medium kick into. This is gonna hurt. This excellent read. Okay, here we go. Oh man, this is a scary range. Wall flat into the guard break. They are done. Player two comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. A trade, but they're not worried. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Player one has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. No go for the throw. Got their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome. KO. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Gets rocked by the vertical roll. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Goes for the jump in. Going in. Jumps. Gets the jump in. Grabs and throws him away. Gotta be careful not to whip at this one step ahead of him. What'll happen here? What? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, combo closes it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. They exchange blows. Player one has the life advantage. Can they exploit this advantage? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws him down. Takes a trip. absorbs the attack and fires back. Combo with the target combo. The pressure is so intense here. Gets him. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets the jump in. Solid combo. Tree glove. Player one can build off this lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Burnout activates. What'll happen here? Oh, could be the start of something. Goes to the air. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Hits the air throw. Both fighters planning something? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of the beast? Catches out the gate right there! Still alive? Still alive? Still in it with a sliver! Player one can't use. What a finish! Player one is a force to be reckoned